Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend RJ City, and this is the Hollywood Squared Circle, where we talk about wrestling episodes of non-wrestling shows. And today we are talking about Charmed, Season 3, Episode 12, entitled Wrestling with Demons. For those of you who don't know, and you shouldn't, Charmed aired on the WB from 1998 until 2006, spanning 178 episodes over 8 seasons. It follows 3 sisters who are good witches as they protect the world against warlocks and demons using spells and then sometimes also advanced fighting techniques. Think Buffy the Vampire Slayer if you're somehow not allowed to say the word vampire. It starred Shannon Doherty as Prue, Holly Marie Combs as Piper, and Alyssa Milano as Phoebe. This wrestling episode is WCW the fuck up because it stars Buff Bagwell, Booker T, and Scott Steiner. But it also stars actor who clearly also could have been a wrestler, Ron Pearlman, as an evil demon wrestling promoter, which is nothing new. Anyway, here's what happens. All these innocent people are mysteriously dying and no one knows why. Logically, it turns out that it's because Ron Pearlman is recruiting them into his demon training academy. So they take humans and turn them into demons by teaching them how to wrestle. And if they're not good, they just fucking die. So this one guy is in debt, and Ron Perlman's like, okay, you can get out of it if you can beat my prized wrestling demon, Buff Bagwell, who is Buff Bagwell dressed exactly like he would be in WCW. So Buff is squashing this guy, and then he pins him, which is weird because there's no ref. Well, it turns out that when you pin somebody, a hole opens up in the ring that is a gateway to fiery hell. So that's where the deck guy ends up. And then Ron is just like, cool, thanks, Buff Bagwell. That'll be all. But the Charmed girls are hot on their tail. So they show up to the Demon Training Academy ready to fight. Actually, only Alyssa and Shannon want to fight. The other one just hangs out on the floor. But who are they fighting? Special randomized WCW tag team Booker T and Scott Steiner. You know, they could have gotten the Steiner brothers or Harlem Heat would have made a lot of sense, but they really wanted this to feel as forced as possible. And how does this match start? Shannon Doherty jumps high in the air and kicks both Booker T and Scott Steiner at the same time. Then Alyssa Milano drop kicks Booker T. But then Booker is all like, fuck that, and just straight punches her in the stomach. Then Scott Steiner puts Shannon Doherty in an arm wringer for some good old demon chain wrestling. Then, for no reason, Ron Perlman on the outside throws that spiked silvery ball from Phantasm at Holly Marie Combs' back, and she drops. Naturally, the girls are distracted. So Booker T and Scott Steiner give them suplexes. But then Shannon does a nip-up and Alyssa does a spinneroonie right in Booker T's fucking face. But then Booker hits an axe kick and Steiner hits a gorilla press. Then they both pin the girls, causing the hold to hell to open up. But the girls just push and kick their way out of it. Then Alyssa grabs Shannon and swings Shannon around and she kicks both guys, causing them to drop to the mat. Which, as you know by now, causes the whole of hell to open up again. And then Booker T and Scott Steiner kick their arms and legs until the magic of CGI drags them to hell. And then naturally, a guy who was supposed to become a demon ends up turning face and killing Ron Perlman with his own spiky silver phantasm ball. Good psychology. Well, that was the wrestling episode of Charmed. This has been the Hollywood Squared Circle, and I've completely wasted your time.